Well, hi YouTube fam. It looks like some of y'all have missed me. What can I say? I'm so blessed. So we're going to partake in a little bit of Jesus chicken, you know, my favorite, Chick-fil-A. And we're going to discuss how some of you have reached out to me, and it just warms my heart. So let's talk about it. Well, YouTube fam, here we are. I stopped and got some Chick-fil-A. I call it Jesus chicken. I don't mean that in a bad or weird way. They are Christian-owned companies, so hey, I think it's a neat name myself. I love their waffle fries. Oh, pull up a chair and have dinner with me. Actually, I had gotten this to take to my daughter, but she's not home, so I said, oh well, I'll just take it for work tomorrow. Oh, anyway, love me some waffle fries. But if you haven't ever had Chick-fil-A, I'm so sorry. You should have Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is amazing. I like it. They have the grilled, and they have the grilled nuggets, and then they have the fried ones. And of course, you know, I like the fried ones. It's all American. Yeah, and you know, I live in the South, so hey, everything's fried. My favorite sauce is the Chick-fil-A sauce. This is so good. I think I've said this before. I think I could drink it. It's so good. So I got good old standby barbecue for my daughter. So work today. I'm off work. Thank you, Lord. And I worked, and I went by Lowe's. I don't know if you know what Lowe's is, but Lowe's is like a home improvement. This is a 24 pack, okay? I'm not going to eat all of these. Aren't they yummy looking? I got a 24 pack because my daughter and I thought we would share them, but she's not home yet. So I'll eat a few of them, and if she doesn't eat them tonight, I'll take them for lunch at work tomorrow. So there we go. Dipped it in the sauce. They're heavenly. So let me finish eating my Chick-fil-A. Oh, they're hot. My goodness. They just came out. Anyways, so and I got my Diet Dr. Pepper. So I went to Lowe's. My daughter and I went to Lowe's on Monday, and Lowe's has their mulch on sale, and I needed mulch because I have a few places in my yard, my front yard, I put mulch in. Well, normally I only buy it, and you can see it all in the back. I still hadn't taken the mulch out on Monday, so it's still riding around in my car. And then I had to stop because the other day I went to get my Miracle Grow potting soil for $2 a bag, and they didn't have any after they had charged me for it. They couldn't find it. So anyways, they gave me my refund, and then I went back today, which today is Wednesday. This week is so confusing. So I went back and got my $2 a bag potting soil. So anyways, so when I get home, I get to unload the mulch and the potting soil. But the funny story about the mulch, I like red mulch. I don't know, I just like the red mulch because my house has kind of like red, it's stained kind of that red, dark cedar or whatever. So I always get the red mulch because I like it. I think it's pretty. And well, my daughter said, no, I don't like the red mulch. You need to just get black. It's just nothing exciting about it. I mean, it's not colorful. But I went ahead, I stepped out of my comfort zone, and I bought black mulch. I have 10 bags of black mulch. I may hate it, I may love it, I don't know. She did put a bag of black mulch around one of my trees, and it's okay, but it still needs a little bit of color. So I figured if I put some little potted plants around it and stuff. And then I got coleus. I love coleus. I don't know if you know what coleus is, but coleus is like one of my favorite plants that I cannot kill. So I usually plant in pots coleus with sweet potato vine, and that is my favorite. And then, of course, I don't know, but at the Lowe's here, we have a section of plants that's like on their last leg. You know, it's kind of a gamble, and they're almost dead. And you know, my sister tells me, oh my gosh, I get some of the best plants on this section. So I went over there, and they had those petunias that they're called a wave, and I love those because I have a couple of pots that I put those in. Anyways, they were $5.98, but it said on the sign, it said $4. If anything that was $5.98 was marked down to $4. So I was pretty excited. I thought, okay, I got two of them nice size wave petunias. I thought that'll go in 2 pots. And anyways, I get up there to pay for it, and I tell the lady, I said, well, it didn't have a black line on it, but I did get it on the, you know, I'm about to die aisle, or about to die, you know, take me home, save me. I don't know what they call it. It's just the flowers that are not doing well. So I got them, and the lady marked them down to $2 a piece. Yeah, I was pretty psyched about that. So anyways, I got 2 of those, and I love fuchsia. I love the hot pink ones. So they only had 2 of the hot pink ones. So I got those. And anyways, I'm not, you know, my mother and my sister are like the plant gurus. It's one of those things I don't really, I love flowers, but I don't buy a lot of flowers because, you know, right now they're so pricey. Everything's pricey. Even Chick-fil-A is pricey. So anyways, so that's been I've been MIA, and I'm so sorry. Some of you have reached out to me, and the one comment I got, where are you? And so here I am. I'm sorry. I'm here, and I've missed you all too. And then I had another, I think, who was it that said that? Plain Vanilla Grandma had even said something, hey, we've missed you. You know, and that's what I was telling my daughter, you know, it's really amazing how strangers, which I don't really feel like a lot of you are strangers, because I feel like I talk to y'all more than I do people I live around. Oh, anyways, so the comments that you've been leaving me, thank you so much. I went through and found them, and it just blessed my heart. So thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is just me. I tell you, this is my channel. It's called Carry On Candace. I'm not an expert in nothing. Well, maybe I've been called a foodie. I like food, and I like my Diet Dr. Pepper. I have ADHD. I was diagnosed, well, actually I was diagnosed at 40, but I didn't start taking medication until my late 50s. So I talk about that. And then I'm also a reseller, so I resell other people's junk and crap, and that is my life. Nothing extremely exciting. Been very busy at the funeral home, and I always tell y'all, being busy at a funeral home is just not, I mean, you know, we got to pay bills just like everybody else. You got to pay the light bill, got to pay the water bill, but still, you know, you hate it. And I live in like it's not a huge town, it's not a small town, but I work like about 15 minutes in the other town. And so usually the people that come to the funeral home, I know them. I'm going to shut my sunroof because it's getting too much light in here. Sorry about that. So that is what's kind of sad about working in a funeral home, that in an area that you know everybody. So yes, that does make it kind of hard. But so we've been busy. I don't really have a good excuse why I haven't been doing my YouTube. I hate that, but like I said, I really appreciate those of you who comment and ask where I'm at, and it keeps me accountable, and I appreciate that. I tell you all that I'm just random. I don't know when I'm going to post a video. Everybody says, oh, you need to stick to a schedule. You need to post consistently. Well, I do try to post consistently, but I fly by the seat of my pants. I don't know if I'm coming and going half the time. So, you know, as I said, and if you're wanting perfection and consistency, sorry, that's not me. I'm just Candace, just trying to make it in this world and eating some Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. If you like Chick-fil-A, let me know in the comments. And what kind of sauce do you eat when you go to Chick-fil-A? Or even if you eat chicken, what kind of sauce do you like? This Chick-fil-A sauce, I really don't know what's in it. Probably oh, it does have barbecue sauce in it. But see, it's kind of an orangey. So it kind of reminds me like of a fry sauce. I mean, I know Freddy's over there serves fry sauce. I think that's kind of a Western thing. I don't know. Fry sauce. So it has barbecue in it. But it just has a good flavor to it. I like it. So put in comments if you've ever had Chick-fil-A. If you haven't, let me know, because I'm so sorry. You need to have Chick-fil-A. A lot of people don't like Chick-fil-A. I mean, it's okay. Another place I like chicken is Cane's. They have good chicken. But yeah, let me know in comments if you've had Chick-fil-A, if you haven't had Chick-fil-A. That is our next drink of the day, is Pink Lady. And if you haven't watched the other, I have a playlist of Sonic drinks that I am trying for the summer. So I want, and then I don't know, tropical smoothie. Do you know what tropical smoothie? I know, that's all I do is talk about food. Starting June 1st, which it should probably start now, Tropical Smoothie makes a smoothie that is called a watermelon mojito. It is so good. And it has watermelon. I've never forgot. I think it has watermelon. It might have some pineapple juice. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. And they put fresh mint in it. I love, and I always get extra mint, and some people say, oh, that's gross, they don't like mint. But that is but it's only available June 1st, or like probably the end of May to the end of summer. But a watermelon mojito from Tropical Smoothie. So I will need to share one of those with you, because it's just like eating a fresh watermelon. So, well, I think I've taken enough of your time. I appreciate again that you all been looking out for me, wondering where I'm at. Like I said, I fly by the seat of my pants. That's just how I roll. Life is good. Nothing major going on other than we've been having a ton of rain, so I'm ready for the rain to go so I can put my black mulch down. Not my red mulch, my black mulch. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully I can get that done this weekend. Last weekend, I didn't get to do nothing. My daughter and I cleaned a little bit because it rained all weekend. And I needed to go out to the cemetery where my mom and my family is buried, because we have what they call decoration. I don't know if the people have that at other places. I mean, I didn't know if that was just like a southern thing. I don't know. But we have what they call decoration. It's once a year, and you go out there and decorate the graves, put flowers on them. And I love going out there on the Monday after the decoration day, because it's so beautiful. And my parents and my family is buried way, like a long ways from here. It's way out in the country, and it's just, I was raised out there, lived out there when I was a kid, and it's just a very big part of my family, and I got a lot of family history out there. And so anyways, yeah, so I need to show y'all that place, because it's a lot of different families that I grew up with are buried out there. So it's pretty cool, pretty neat place. And then there's a lot of old, I love to go look at old headstones. Like, there is a cemetery here close to where I live, and I think it's like on the National Registry or something, because it's of historic places, because it's got like Civil War graves in there, and there's just a lot of really unique headstones, and I just like headstones. I don't know, I just find that they're very, especially the old ones, they're very like unusual shapes and sizes, and anyway, so yeah, and there's just rich in history. So yeah, that's kind of a quirky thought about me, that I like to go walk around cemeteries because I like to look at the headstones. And anyway, so yeah, that's another quirky thought about me. But hey, again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate those of you who have reached out to me and checked on me and see where I'm going and see what I'm doing. And again, please, that's just, but I appreciate it. That's just, like I said, if you're looking for consistency, or you're looking for just down to earth and little old boring Candace, then that's me. You know, I'm over 50. I tell everybody I'm ADHD, single, and or silver in solo. So I, you know, and I get called a grandma, which I can't really be called a grandma because I ain't even a grandma yet. I mean, maybe I'm grandma age and I look like a grandma, but I'm not a grandma yet. So hopefully someday. I have grand dogs and a grand snake. Yeah, I have a grand snake, two grand dogs, and a grand cat. So that's as grand as it gets at my house. Anyways, thanks for joining me. I love you guys. You are the best in my community, my tribe. I consider you all part of my family, and thanks for hanging out with me and having some Jesus chicken with me, and I will see you very soon.